Okay. My relationship status with the girl's dad, making myself believe that maybe what it was I wanted was a fairy tale, and me trying to defend myself, my finger got twisted.
When they say she get it from her mama, I'ma say you got it right. Body rude is polite. Don't be in the humble side. Tell me, is you down? Cause I'm tryna go up tonight. Posing hope she's left or right. I just wanna live in a fantasy.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Tatiana, and today I'm back with another video. Before we get this video started, you guys make sure you go subscribe and turn on the notifications and give this video a big thumbs up and smash that like button. And definitely make sure you don't forget to go turn on the post notifications, which is a little bell right next to the subscribe button, so you can be notified every single time I upload a new video. So you guys, as I mentioned, I'm back with another weekly vlog. I'm trying to be heavy on the weekly, you guys, especially since I have now moved into my new place, and it's just a little bit easier for me to record with backgrounds and just different activities and things like that. So I'm trying to be more consistent, which is why I'm picking up the camera now, because we're actually getting ready to head out to an event. My brother is having a barbecue / swim party, and he told me and the girls to pull up, so we're getting ready to go do that. So I was like, let me be more intentional about whenever I go somewhere and whenever I'm doing something, just picking up the camera and vlogging. I can get in my head sometimes where I'm just like, oh, I don't think they would want to see this, or oh, I don't think this would be exciting to watch, because I'm really trying to give y'all more quality over quantity, but I also don't want to go ghost and not post any vlogs for months at a time. So that's that. I'm going to be picking up the camera. We're going to be recording no matter what it is that we're doing, no matter where it is that we're going. We're going to record. We're going to be vlogging, okay? But before we get fully into the video, you guys know I got to hit you with the verse of the day. So the verse of the day, you guys, is coming to you from Hebrews chapter 4, verse 11, and it says, "Let us therefore strive to enter that rest, so that no one may fall by the same sort of disobedience." So basically, this entire week that I've been doing my daily devotionals in the morning, you guys know that that's a part of my morning routine every single morning. This week's theme has seemed to be around Sabbath and resting, right? Like, after all the work that God did when he created the world, when he created us, he took some time to rest. And so translating to the lives that we're living right now, sometimes we could be so caught up in hustle mode, right? Like, we got this deadline to meet, we have that thing that we have to do, we got this amount of money that we have to make, or we're just not content with the work that we've put in, so we always feel like we have to be going and constantly doing something to get what it is that we want or where it is that we have to be. And this is a message for myself too. There is always work that we can put in, but we can never put in the amount of work that God does, right? Like, we got to have faith in the work that we've done and trust God and lean on him and be obedient, that on that seventh day, today happens to be Sunday, the seventh day of the week, we got to rest and know that whatever we didn't take care of or whatever we feel like still needs to be done, God is going to handle the rest. God's going to show up on our behalf. We just got to have faith and trust in him. So God's amazing. Get some Jesus in your life. But anyways, y'all, like I mentioned, we're about to head out. The girls are out there waiting for me. I will introduce them to my vlog once we get to where it is that we're going. I'm just wearing this blue mom-friendly type bathing suit. Super cute. Kahari actually has the same one. I got on these shorts to go over the bathing suit because I have to still stop at Smart and Final to get some ice. And then I'm just wearing these blue sandals, which don't exactly match how I want them to because they're not the same blue as my bathing suit, but that's okay. Blue is blue. I'm also not wearing my hair up in a bun because I don't feel like doing my edges, and these braids are getting tired, honey. They are ready to come out. But I got this bucket hat. Actually, shout out to my grandma. I'm going to show you guys what it looks like. She was like, "You like this hat?" And I'm like, "Yes, girl, I love it." And she was like, "You can take it." So I'm going to pair that with this. Let me show you guys what it looks like. Period. She is giving. She is giving. I love her so much. Yes, baby. Block the sun because it's hot as heck out there. But anyways, We are about to head out, so I will see you guys when we get to Spartan Final to go pick up the ice. I definitely forgot to hit you guys up when I got to Spartan Final because I was only going inside to get some ice, so I forgot to vlog. But the ice is secure, and we are now at Walmart because I have to look for some floaties for the baby, and then I also have to get some sunscreen because, you know, we love a tan, but we also got to protect our skin, period. So hopefully we find some floaties because Kahari already had a pair and one of them busted. We have a couple of other floaties already, but I need the kind that go around Kahari's arms so that my girl isn't slipping out of the little ring floaty that we have, and she's able to enjoy her time in the pool, while this one over here and this one over here, say hi, while they use the bigger circular floaties. So no, we don't, no, that's not the one that I'm looking for. I'm not looking for that one for the baby. I'm looking for the ones that go around her arms. Found the sunscreen. Go ahead and get this one right here. We already have some at the house, so I didn't want to get one that was too big, so we'll get that one.
I did.
Okay, so I found these floaties, but they're open, so I wonder if they'll give me a little discount, because I don't want to buy nothing that's open, but I don't see any other floaties anywhere else. So literally, y'all, as soon as I'm walking to the register, why do I find these? So freaking cute. Mommy, you want these? You want the baby shark floaties? We made it to my brother's house. Hot as hell out here.
You know what's up, man?
They're sleeping.
Hey y'all, hey. So it is the next day in the vlog. Yesterday, after we left from my brother's pool party, we literally just came home, and y'all, your girl might have been a little tipsy, should I say, because I'm really not a drinker, but I decided to take a shot with my brother, and I probably just should have stuck to the margaritas because it was a shot, and not only was it a shot, it was a shot of light, and I do not do light. Whoever came up with the saying light will get you right lied, because I'm definitely a dark girl. I choose, if I am going to drink dark on top of my margaritas, if I have a mixed drink. So I just came home yesterday. I had to go to sleep. That heat was draining me. I was full from the food, and I just needed to relax. Okay, so that's exactly what I did when I got back. Sorry I didn't pick up the vlog because there was really nothing going on. But this morning I woke up around 7. I really woke up at 6, and I was trying to get out of the bed at 6 because I'm just trying to get back on my morning routine. I'm trying to just not make any excuses getting up in the morning. You guys know I'm a product girl, so I'm always having something in the morning to take with my morning routine to help me wake up in the morning, and I have not had anything. So I've literally just been waking up cold turkey, no vitamins to get me up, no coffee to give me energy, no coffee to burn fat, nothing. And so I'm just trying to just be back consistent, as well as working out in the morning. I had been walking at least 2 miles in the morning before taking Kehlani to school and getting Kylan off to school, but because I'm not at Matt's mom's anymore, which is the last place that we were staying before moving in, and because I'm not, I just lost my train of thought, that's why I keep saying and because we're not at his mom's anymore either, I don't have like a trail to walk in the morning, but I do have free weights and I do have my stationary bike. So I just have to get better at being intentional and not making excuses, you know, show up as the girl that you say you want to be until you fully become her, right? So that's what I did this morning. You guys saw me in my morning routine. I did not work out because I was hungry, but I also wanted to be intentional about my time and my Bible, just like I'm in my workout bag, I'm in my financial bag, I wanted to be in my Bible bag at the same time. Shout out to Talitha 𝐒𝐔𝐁𝐄. If you guys don't follow her, you guys probably do, but she is the creator of Biblical Baddie. I believe that's what her podcast is called. I need to go actually subscribe to that podcast and start listening to it, but that's the same Biblical Baddie that I heard from her. You can still be a baddie, okay, but make sure that you're a baddie in your word, period. So that's what I'd be doing in the mornings. That's what I've been doing this morning. I'm about to eat right now. Your girl has been on a meal plan, so this is my strict breakfast. It is egg whites. I've never had egg whites before in my life, but we are all about doing different so we can get different, and I'm trying to make sure that this body is body-odying, okay, for my 31st birthday in August, which is less than 2 months away. So we do egg whites in the morning, literally like measured food. I'm talking like 3 tablespoons of egg whites and 1 whole egg, 1 slice of toast. Y'all, I ain't got no jelly on this toast. No jelly. So I'm literally eating plain toast. And then I have to eat 1 cup of berries. I've been doing blueberries. I don't like blueberries, so the other day I asked my trainer friend if I could have raspberries. And first I said strawberries or raspberries, but I guess I broke my meal plan because I was just supposed to have strawberries, not raspberries. I'm learning, so today we're not doing raspberries, today we're doing strawberries. And then I have like shrimp, or not shrimp, I have salmon and white rice, jasmine rice, raw rice with nothing on it. But I do put a little bit of soy sauce on it because your girl needs that flavor. I cannot force myself to drink anything. I can't force myself to eat anything if it has no flavor, if it tastes nasty. So I have to add a little bit of razzle dazzle in there, and that's why I have the what's it called, the soy sauce. This light behind me is bothering y'all. I'm sorry, I'm like getting super distracted. And then I'll do like grilled chicken and some type of vegetables. So we are working on being intentional, and I've also started back school. I think I mentioned that in the last vlog, but this is my 2nd week of school, and the thing that I really like about online school is the fact that I can pick it up and put it down whenever I want to. So I literally don't just have to be sitting there focused on school all day long or focus on my assignments. I just do whatever is due, turn it in, and then wait for the next assignment or the next quiz. So that's what life has been like as of lately. But right now, y'all, I'm just about to eat, drink my water because we are trying to stay hydrated. I really love this water bottle, y'all, because it is labeled with the times on the side, if it'll focus. So I'm behind on my water intake so far for today, but it's okay. It's 10 o'clock. And the 10 o'clock line is down here. So I'm eating. Once I get to drinking, I'll hit that goal. Once I get to drinking, I'll hit that goal. And I don't remember if I mentioned it last vlog either, but I was trying to do 75 hard. And I think for your first time starting out, it's probably better to do 75 soft. I know some people might say otherwise, but I think if you're just starting out on your fitness journey, 75 soft would probably be the better thing to do, only because of all that is required. 75 hard and 75 soft is kind of similar. I'm gonna actually read it to you guys for those of you who do not know what it is. Well, I can't find it in my phone, but 75 soft is like 1 workout. You can have like a cheat day or something like that. You have to read or listen to an audiobook. I might be completely butchering it, but 75 hard is different. You don't get no cheat days. You have to stick to a diet. You got to make sure you drink like a gallon of water a day. Like it is, you got to do 2 workouts, 1 being outside. You have to read for like 45 minutes. It's like so much that you have to do that I think if you're kind of just starting out and you want to try to strengthen your mindset, 75 soft. But if you're ready to go full throttle, no days off, not giving up, you know you're not going to cheat, 75 hard. Because if you mess up, you have to basically start all over again. So I just said I'm going to try to be strict on my own doing, and then maybe I'll pick up 75 hard or 75 soft at a different time. But I kind of already been doing what it's saying. Like I started reading a book. I was already working out twice a day anyway. The only thing for me that I wasn't doing my best at was my cheat days. Like if I was really sticking and committing to 75 hard and I had a cookie and I'm on like day 30. I have to start all the way over because I just ate a cookie and that was not a part of the 75 hard plan. So it's kind of hard, but I'm getting there, y'all. I'm getting there. But anyways, I'm about to finish my food, y'all, so I'm not smacking in your face, and I'll come back and talk to you guys in a little bit. Hey y'all, so it's a little later in the day. Last time I talked to you guys, I was just eating breakfast, and I had attempted to do some of the study work from my homework, but I'm not even about to stress myself when it comes to trying to do my homework when my kids are at home, because I feel like the only thing that's different about online class is the fact that I have to do all of the studying and all of the lecturing, like going over the lecture notes and stuff like that, at my own pace, at my own time. And it's like a lot of information that's being given at once, especially since it's a summer course and it's only a 6-week course. Some summer courses are actually 8 weeks long. A summer course period is a hard thing to take because of the fact that you're getting all of that information in a shorter time frame than when you're going to like a fall semester or a spring semester class. And I just be having too much going on, especially since I'm still getting clothes folded and stuff put away for the girls around the house. I feel like I can get distracted kind of easily, and when there's a lot of stuff going on around me, it's hard for me to focus. So I just was like, I'm gonna pick that up when the girl's dad is off of work and he's able to take them and get them away from me so that I can fully focus on what it is that I need to focus on, which is studying and at least trying to retain the information. So we ain't really been doing nothing since then. I have hella clothes that I need to fold, so I've been trying to get more consistent on getting the content that I've created out. And so I've been assigning 𝐒𝐂𝐑𝐈𝐁𝐄 to be my helper with the stuff that she can actually take care of. Like, if you're a mom of multiple kids and you have an older child that you're trying to get to learn how to be more independent and more of a help because of the age that they are, then you already know what it is that I'm talking about. And I've run into so many different situations with her where I'm just like, sis, like, I need for you to take a little bit more initiative to do what I know that you can do, because I'm not, what do they say? Okay, Jesus will never put more on us than we can bear. I am not having you take care of tasks that I think would be too much for you. If anything, she's just not used to having to do a lot of things because she's just so used to having her mom do everything for her, having her dad do everything for her. And I guess, like, as the older sibling, I understand how she feels. I understand how she feels as the older sibling because I'm the oldest. So I used to be like, why am I washing dishes or cleaning the bathroom or folding clothes, and my little brother, who's 5 years younger than me, he ain't got no responsibilities? Like, what's going on? But, you know, so I can relate to her. I get how she feels. I'm trying to figure out why my camera, this is irritating me. I had to get whatever that was off of my freaking screen. But like, I understand how she feels, but at the same time, it's like, sis, you need to be a little bit more independent. So I made her fold the clothes that she had in her room, which isn't even touching all of the bins of clothes that I have to put up. So I've also been, like I had mentioned, I got away from that thought, just trying to be more intentional with actually getting the content that I've created out, instead of just letting it be stored up and just sat up in my phone for a rainy day. So that's what I was working on earlier, and now I'm taking care of clothes while the girls are next door at my mom's. But y'all, I feel like I haven't really been able to catch you guys up besides the last vlog that I did with you guys, and things have also changed since then. I am working on becoming being a woman who does not waver off of the things that I say that I'm going to do. Like, really standing firm and standing on business with everything that I say that I want to take care of, or if I say I'm not taking care of it or I'm not doing it, really not doing it, and like standing on business with my words, right? Like, it literally says in the Bible, and I know this because I was just doing my reading the other day, so I'm not claiming to be a Bible scholar, but I have been trying to grow my relationship with God, and in order to do that, I feel like I have to open up my Bible and I have to actually read. So whatever I share with you guys is really just a part of like my personal experience and what I've been going through, and or what it is that I've noticed or what I have been learning. But it says that a double-minded man is basically a weak man, right? And I don't want to be weak. I need to be strong and stable. And it didn't say weak, okay? It said a double-minded man is an unstable man. So I don't want to be unstable. I want to stand on business with what it is that I say and with how it is that I feel, knowing that what I'm saying and knowing that how I feel is not for no reason. And so I've talked a little bit, well, a lot, I guess I would say, about my relationship status with the girl's dad. And I will say that I think that I have forced myself to put up with a lot of things that my higher self would never. I think when you are trying to see the good and the best in the situation, you'll stick around when everything that you're being shown by that person is evidence enough that it's time for you to start choosing yourself instead of choosing that thing that's not serving you or choosing that person that's not serving you. I don't want to get too much in detail because I feel like although I've shared details with you guys, when you have a platform that is not as big, I guess I would say, like as an influencer, when you're still starting out or you're still trying to build your audience, it could be cringe for some people to hear your business or be like, why are you sharing stuff like that? Like, why are you posting about things like that? Like, that's your personal business, blah, blah, blah. And I find myself to be a very transparent person. I don't think that there's anything that I've ever said on this internet that I would be afraid if somebody brought it up again in the future. I will say I wish that I did not get so caught up in what I wanted my marriage to be that I shared specific reels or videos or things like that on the internet that portrayed one thing when it really wasn't that. I think that I won't say that I was, miserable in my relationship or in my marriage at all. I just think that sometimes I think I got very comfortable with looking at things and looking at situations and making myself believe that it was normal, right? Or making myself believe that maybe what it was that I wanted was a fairy tale, or maybe, I was trying to just convince myself that things really were not what they were and things were what I might have portrayed that they were not, right? If you catch on, you catch on. If you get what I'm saying, you get what I'm saying. So this is something that I am having to take day by day, especially since we do still have to coexist with each other, being that we are parents and that we have kids, and we can't just make specific decisions, or I can't make specific decisions on my own. I have to think about my kids. And right now I'm definitely, to say the least, making a small sacrifice for a long-term gain, because again, I'm thinking about my kids. So I've been trying to really find ways to coexist, I guess that I would say, and not have it be a weird thing for really anybody, because of the fact that we are still around each other and the fact that we do have family. And it's like, it's not something that's being publicly talked about. So it's not something that I've announced because I don't feel the need to have to announce it. I feel like I've shared so much and I've talked so much that now I'm to the point to where I'm tired of talking. I don't think there's anything that has to be discussed. It's just time to move accordingly. And that's where I am in life right now. I'm moving accordingly. I'm choosing myself over choosing people in situations that do not serve me. I am setting boundaries that I am standing very strong on. And if I fall off of those boundaries for whatever reason, I have to give myself grace to know that I am still becoming something that I've never been before. I am having to unlearn specific behaviors that I've made myself feel were normal, whether it's how I grew up or I've just accepted certain things and I've, again, tried to find whatever reason to make myself feel like those things were normal. And I'm just ready to move on and have a new phase of life and have a new chapter in life. And being in this house is one of the chapters that I am able to, I guess, step into, that is allowing me or helping me to be able to move forward with all of the new things. This is the step of something new, right? Like being in this place is new. Although he's still here and he's still around and we are coexisting, we are co-parenting, I just want to focus on being a parent, being a mom, and that's the only type of relationship that I want to have. Just existing because we have to exist together because of our kids. I also had a situation that I've never talked about on here. It was a situation that actually I've been more vocal about it on Instagram because I'm always talking about my finger. I don't know if you guys have been able to tell, but if you kind of look, you see that this finger is twisted, right? So growing up, and right now we're literally just talking, y'all. I'm really just allowing for you guys to get a little bit deeper with me, to get a little bit deeper in knowing who I am and seeing the growth, and not just listening to my stories, but actually, I guess, trying to put yourself in my shoes to either see how it can apply to your situation or see how my story can help you in some type of way, or really just get to know your girl. I never had a close relationship with either of my parents. I feel like I've always tried to have like this close best friend type of relationship with my mom, and it just could never be that way. And I don't know if it's because her and her mom didn't have a close relationship. My grandmother and my mom, like my grandmother and my great-grandmother, did not have a close relationship. So I never wanted to have daughters from the very beginning because I just always felt like I would never be a good girl mom. Her mindset is a lot different than mine. Of course, we do have some similarities, but sometimes I feel like her and my dad both can be very they make very irrational decisions, and they can be hotheads at times, and they think they're right about a lot of things that they're not right about just because of the age and things like that they have. Some of the things that I'm saying you guys might be able to relate to because of your parents as well. I don't know if this is like an older generational thing, I don't know. But it's just like when you're stuck in your ways and you're set in your ways, that's just how you are, that's just how you feel, and nobody's gonna make you change it. And that's, you know, how my parents were. I was always more closer to my mom, like even though my mom and I never had that close relationship. But fast forward to us being in Texas, I felt like my mom made so many promises, and it's kind of like, you know, people tell you all these things that they will do for you when they see that you are in a position to where you'll need help. But then some people, as soon as they get upset, or as soon as they don't get something that they feel like they should have gotten, or as soon as things don't go their way, all of the promises that they made to you go completely out the window. So my mom and I had an agreement that this would happen and that would happen when we came back. And knowing the history that I have with my mom, I have still put myself in positions to trust her. And so this was no different. There was a night where she didn't get something that she felt like she should have gotten from me, and she decided to tell me and my kids that we had to get out. And not just telling us that we had to get out, but she proceeded to put our stuff out. Let my girls see her put our stuff inside of her driveway. Luckily, Matt and I were getting along, trying to figure out at the time if we were going to keep our marriage, like make it work. And I literally had nobody else to fall back on, because that night he was here. He brought us to help me get the girls ready and all that kind of stuff. And then he was gonna leave, but luckily he didn't, because in me trying to defend myself against my mom, my finger got twisted. I was trying to prevent our stuff from being thrown out. She was also in my face. I was trying to get her out my face. Not that I was trying to fight my mom, but this is also not the first time where she's put me in a position to where I've been backed in a corner and I've had to defend myself. And just to have that be a part of my story with my mother is heartbreaking. Like, for a while, I couldn't get over it. I think I'm in a space now that that has happened again, that I'm just like, I'll never get that close to you to where I will allow for you to make me regret my choice of getting close to you. And I'm like starting to get emotional because that's frustrating to have to forgive somebody. We've talked since then. I had it made up in my mind though that the night that happened that she would never see my kids again. She wouldn't see me again. Like, I mean, how do you put your grandkids out because you're mad at their mom? My camera died, y'all, while I was talking to you guys. So I'm on my phone now, which is why it looks a lot brighter in here, and I have the ring light. I hate how she wasn't able to control her emotions. I had to defend myself. I just hate that that's always been a part of my story. I guess I hate more that I'm on a growing journey and that I'm distancing myself clearly from anybody who's not growing. I'm distancing myself clearly from anybody who makes me feel like I'm dealing with something that does not feel like love. And I don't care what anybody says. Like, people who have issues with their parents, nobody really wants to distance themselves from their parents. Nobody really wants to not talk to their parents. You know, people desire to, no matter what your parents have done, like I'm sure people wish that they didn't have to deal with certain things when it came to their parents, but I hate that my girls had to experience seeing her in that form. If you are costing me my peace and my mental capacity cannot handle what it is that you're putting on me, if I feel like I'm having to choose you more than I'm choosing myself, I feel like in my people-pleasing life, I have done a lot of forgiving just to get over the situation, just to not have any awkwardness around, or just to say that I wasn't holding on to grudges, because I would make myself feel like, well, if something happened to that person, I would feel really bad if this was the last, type of conversation that we've had. So I've done a lot of forgiving and forgetting. But this was a hard one because my kids were involved. When it comes to the whole generational curse thing, I used to say things like that, especially when I started getting more comfortable talking and getting out of my shell and being my real self, being my transparent self, lifting people up through my situations and my stories or my transparent life, right? I started talking about generational traumas and how generational curses are real and how things are gonna stop or end with me so that my girls didn't have to experience the same things, or if they decide to have kids, their kids won't have to experience the same things. And she didn't like that. Like, she hated when I would say stuff like that because she would take it, to offense. And it wasn't that I was trying to offend her. I was just being very serious that I'm not playing about my parenting. I'm not playing with how, I raise my kids or with how I make my kids feel. Like, there's some things that you would say to me that I don't want you saying to my kids. Just trying to set the boundaries that were never respected because it wasn't her point of view. But after this last blow up and situation happened, I had to set some pretty firm boundaries, especially to feel comfortable staying here after that situation, for them to, my kids to feel comfortable, for everybody who's a part of the situation to feel comfortable. I had to set boundaries because the minute those boundaries are broken, and they have been already, I'm gonna have to remind you of the boundaries that I have, and I'm gonna have to make sure you don't break them, because if you do, you just won't be allowed in my space. You won't be allowed in my bubble, because I'm not a people pleaser anymore. Like, hey, hi, I used to wanna be a people pleaser. I used to wanna put other people before myself, but this ain't that no more, okay? Baby girl has a little bit more self-love. She has a little bit more self-respect, and she's not playing about herself because God don't play about her, so nobody else can play with her either, period. So I just caught y'all up on some things that, again, I didn't even know if I wanted to talk about. But this is the season of new, and I'm not going to allow my fears of what people might say on this journey of getting to know me for real, stop me from allowing y'all to get to know me. And this goes for anybody. If you're seeing this on Instagram, if I happen to post a clip, or if you are coming from Instagram over to watch this video, or if you're just now following my page, if you're just now subscribed to me and you happen to see this video and this is the first video that you see out of all of the others, this is me. I am real. Life is messy sometimes, but life is real. But everything is a learning lesson. I feel like there's no need in going back and beating myself up, as I have multiple times about what I should have done, what I could have done, what I wish I would have did. There's no need for doing any of that. And the only ways that I can change my story now is by how I'm choosing to move forward. And I am changing my story now because I am choosing to move forward with a different narrative. And that's just the narrative of setting boundaries and choosing myself and giving myself grace as I am becoming who I know I can be, even if I have not been her yet. So that is my spiel. I don't know if anybody got anything from that, but comment below, y'all, and let me know what it is that you got. But anyways, I am going to finish folding up these clothes because I'm trying to like look at y'all and pay attention to y'all at the same time, but I'm also trying to pay attention to where I am putting these clothes or what pile I am putting them in. So, oh, I got a burp. I don't want to get too distracted. So currently I think it is, I'm saying I think, I just put this clock up here. It's 3:05 and I do plan on going to the gym today. So I'm trying to get as many clothes folded as I possibly can before I go to the gym, before my day ends with the kids, quote unquote ends, because it never ends when you're a mom. But until the girl's dad comes by, until the girl's dad gets here so he could take them out of my hair. So let me finish focusing on what I'm focusing on, and I will see y'all later when I head to the gym. Hey y'all, so it is late in the next day of the vlog. I didn't come and talk to you guys today because I really didn't do anything. I had to be focused on school and I really wanted to be focused on the clothes, which I'll show you guys over there. You guys see that I was folding clothes and trying to put more clothes away, but again, I ran out of hangers, so I did have to put in an Amazon order today. I also ordered this shoe rack for the girls because they have so many shoes between the three of them, especially the baby, that I need a rack so that I can hang it on their door inside their closet. But also, I do not want the girls going in their clothes. Like, comment below if you are a mom. I don't know if boys do this. Let me know if you are a boy mom. If your kids go in the closet and they want to get themselves dressed, they want to try on different clothes, they're always in their shoes, and then you're the one that ends up having to put everything back together. Like, I'm sick of that life. I'm over that life, and I'm trying to make things more convenient for me to be able to tell them, like, okay, go straighten up your shoes, go put your shoes away, but also create less work for myself and have their shoes be in a space to where, especially the baby, she's not going to keep going in the closet and taking stuff out. And the girls, when I do tell them, clean up your closet, clean your shoes up, at least they have like a little cubby type thing to put their shoes in. And then I also had to get like this little white little drawer that I ordered from Amazon as well, because the drawer that the girls have in their room, I actually got it from my dad because I had to throw away their last drawers because they were literally falling apart. Like, they were falling out of the bottom. I have those drawers for a little while though. So I got a different drawer, but that drawer only holds like 4 slots. So I ended up ordering like this little white like plastic container bin type drawer because baby's clothes are so easy to fold that you can have a lot of clothes in there and it's still like, what's the word, like, it's not gonna like destroy the drawers if you're like stuffing clothes in there. Like, they're easier to stack up. Like, you could put so many clothes together when you have babies. That's basically what I'm trying to say. And that's also another reason why I wanted to get that the shoe rack, because I can pick the shoes up off the floor, put them in the rack, and then just slide that little plastic dresser bin inside of the closet, and then it's like out of sight, out of mind, and their room doesn't have to be too cluttered. Because I also have a toy box that I'm gonna put in their room. My mom was like, why don't you leave it outside? And I'm like, because when they want to play with their toys, I'm gonna have to send them outside to get whatever it is that they need to go in the garage, instead of it just being in their room. Like, I don't want it in my living room because I don't want toys all over the place. We're gonna keep your toys in your room. Like, I had a vision of how everything was going to be when I first got in there. So everything is coming together. It's coming together. I also went to the gym today, which I will insert a few clips here. If you want to. Or they can use that also. Are you gonna see this?
No.
Your girl is really getting back into her fit girl life. She's getting back into her healthier girl life. And I just find that, like, in this season of life that I'm in, pouring into myself and spending time with myself and investing and loving in myself, the gym has like a really heavy part to do with that. Like, when I used to hear people say, oh, like, if you're stressed out, go to the gym, or like if you have a lot going on, go to the gym. If you need to, you know, like, release stress or like release some tension or whatever, like, go to the gym. And now I actually feel and believe what it is that they're saying. Not that I'm stressed out, but I just feel like your girl is on a journey. Like I had mentioned yesterday when I was kind of having a little girl talk with you guys and just life talk in general. I'm just really in a season where I'm just falling so in love with myself and doing the things that serve me and my higher self and the woman who I am becoming. Okay, so the gym has been a part of my life, and it's been one of my favorite parts of my life. And then I just got home and I had a little bit of homework to complete, as well as a test. And girl, whew, school is different, math is different, but I am putting myself in the perspective and in the mindset that I can literally do all things through God who gives me strength, period. Okay, my God said I can do all things, not the things that I believe in, not the things that I think that I can do, like all things, because he gives me strength to do it. And yesterday I had a little moment where I got discouraged because I'm just like, oh my gosh, like I would rather do my work inside where my kids are. Like, I would rather be present inside. I would rather be spending this time with them instead of like isolated. Because I don't know if I mentioned it, but I made like the garage my little office space, since I'm trying to get away from the girls when I'm working on stuff, and I don't have any room inside of the house to be able to have an office area unless I put it like in the corner behind me in the kitchen, and I don't want to do that. Like, I just want to be separated from them. So I made my little space inside of the garage, so that's where I was doing my homework and studying and all that kind of stuff. And then I started getting in my head like, oh my gosh, like math is hard, oh my gosh, like I've already failed a test. Like, I just started to be really down on myself. But I have to remind myself that I am retaining, or having to retain, a lot of information. I'm getting a lot of information that you would normally get in an 18-week course in 6 weeks. So all of the writing that I was doing, I just got frustrated. I'm like, oh my gosh, like my hands are hurting. Like mentally, I'm bored because this is not interesting to me. So I'm starting to lose focus, and like I miss the girls. They kept calling me on FaceTime on their iPads. They kept knocking on the garage door, coming outside to like see me and visit me. And I was just like, this just does not feel good. But I know that school is going to pay off for me in some major ways. But anyways, y'all, I did not want to end this day in the vlog. I'm trying to be better at not ending my days by just coming back to you guys and talking the next day, but actually ending my daily, like my day, what's the word I'm looking for? Ending the vlogs by the day and not just picking up again whenever it is that I pick up the camera. So that's gonna be it for this day. It's currently 11:52, so I need to go take a shower and then get in the bed. I don't know what I'm gonna do tomorrow, you guys, but like I said, I'm just picking up. Oh, I do know what I'm doing tomorrow. I have a dentist appointment tomorrow, so I'll probably take you guys with me to the dentist appointment because I do have to get some fillings done. And I also have a doctor's appointment for my finger on Thursday. And yeah, so we'll talk in the next couple of days. I will see you guys tomorrow morning. Good night. Hey y'all, good morning. So it is the next day. It is currently 6:11 and I am up because I just had to wash Kylan's hair, which I didn't do with y'all because I literally woke her up at like 5:45. Here, let me turn you around this way. So I have to wash her hair. Today we're actually going to the lake. And then after we go to the lake, the girls are going to be going to their grandfather and step grandmother's house. and they're going to be staying there for a couple of days, like every summer. My niece, she goes out there, and then their grandpa's wife has like her grandkids going out there and stuff. So they've literally been asking me since Kehlani was little to let her come, and I was always like, no, I'm not ready for that. I don't know. I think now it's because it's like 2 of them and they're older. Kahari's not going, but the 2 older ones are going to go, and they were asking to go. So I'm like, okay, well, if you guys are asking to go, then you guys can go. So they're going to stay for a couple of days, and I was supposed to be washing Kylan's hair a couple of days ago or when we went swimming at my brother's. She didn't really get it too wet. Like, she doesn't go underwater and stuff like that, but...
I did.
You did go underwater?
Yeah.
Well, she did get her hair wet, so I knew that I had to wash her hair. But just putting it off, and not putting it off, but not making it a priority on top of other stuff around the house. So that's what we're doing right now. I think we plan to leave by 7. So good thing I'm almost done with her hair, and then the other 2 are still sleeping. So I just wanted to check in with you guys this morning to let you guys know what the day is going to consist of, and then I'll come back and check with you guys when I finish her hair. So I am currently getting a few more things together. Like I had mentioned, we are going to the lake, so the girls didn't really have time to eat breakfast. It is currently 7:47, so I just got them some oranges and apples in a bag. One thing about the girls, they are gonna tear up some fruit, okay? So I'm putting some fruit in the bag for them, and then I'm even going to the lake where there's going to be plenty of barbecue and plenty of snacks. I'm trying to stay on my journey, so I have some rice cakes, and these rice cakes are cinnamon apple flavored, and then I also got some oats which I'm going to put right now in my yogurt. And the yogurt that I get is this Greek Chobani yogurt because it only has 60 calories in it and it really tastes good. This is actually, I don't know if you guys saw, but this is actually strawberry banana flavor. So I am just trying to do the best I can with what I got, okay? I'm also going to do these chocolate brownie low carb keto snacks because they're good. And they're chocolate and they have nuts in it, and that's what I love. They're only 9 grams of fat, 1 gram of sugar, and how much protein? Oh, I mean, how much carbs? 2 carbs, 2 grams of carbs. So, I mean, I feel like, I don't know if that's the best, but it's not, you know, terrible. I'm also going to take some fruit snacks for the girls. And then I'm going to take these veggie chips because, again, we are trying to do healthier options. So I know they're going to have chips, but okay. We're trying to keep it a little bit healthier.
Mom,
Yes.
where's my shoe? My shoe's missing. My shoes are missing. My Crocs, they're all in there.
The Crocs are not in there. I put them in your guys' suitcase, but your sandals are there. Do you want to come say hi to the vlog?
Hi.
Hi, vlog.
Hi, vlog. Hi, vlog.
Hi, vlog. Oh, I finished her hair also, by the way. I just did something simple. Spin, spin. I kept it simple because she's going to be gone and I just needed her hair to be done because I could not do it. Say hi to boo-boos. Look at my mama. Look how big she's getting. Oh my gosh. So this is the bathing suit that I have on. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it is like a pink and like lime green on the side. And then I have these black little swim pants. I'm going to pair it with some black sandals. I got this bathing suit right when I had Kai. And I got it at a medium, and it was tight back then, baby. It is tight now. I think I might have to retire this bathing suit. Okay. But in my defense, I am a medium. This bathing suit just fits like a small. So, yeah. Anyways, guys, we are about to head out. So I will see you guys at the lake.
Jesus along the road.
Mommy, what's up?
Another miracle on display. There's power, wonder, working power in the name. Somebody shout, yes it is, yes it is. If you're sick, you can be healed. And even though they don't touch you or partake in a particular procedure, the words that have been spoken that went into your ears, and once your brain registered the positive words, it sends endorphins through your body, which can increase white blood cells within your body that helps you to fight off sickness and disease. Come here, that's what happened in this text. The text says, Bartimaeus heard it was Jesus of Nazareth. Somebody ought to shout when you hear Jesus. Is there anybody that know that name, Jesus? I got to keep pushing. But you got to be careful when you call the name Jesus. Because sickness can dry up when you call that name. I better warn you that cancer might flee if you call the name Jesus. Oh, Jesus, he heard it was Jesus of Nazareth, and scholars argue that as soon as he heard, he was healed. I have 3 points, and I promise you I'm in my seat. Point number 1, I noticed in this conversational text the cruciality of this man's cries. Text says he heard it was Jesus of Nazareth passing by, and he began to cry with a loud voice. Please understand why his cry was so crucial. This man was in the need of a turnaround. This brother had been blind since birth. He had been in this painful predicament for way too long. And maybe that's somebody's testimony today. You've been in a prolonged, painful predicament. But I come by Willow Avenue Baptist Church to tell you that this is your moment. This is your time, because I don't know what your predicament may be, but guess what? Jesus is in the premises. I'll stop by to tell you he's here right now. This is the blessed assurance of this text, because no matter what your painful predicament may be, Jesus is always present.
Amen.
I'll stop by to tell somebody in this church that Jesus has a funny way of showing up just when you need him the most. I thought I had some witnesses right there that can be honest. Don't you leave me out here by myself. But I've been in some predicaments. I've been in some struggles and some strains. But Jesus will show up just in the nick of time.
So I just got back home from the gym. As you guys saw, I wasn't able to do much recording other than what you guys saw because I started going to a new gym, and the gym that I go to now, they have a policy where you are not able to record or take any type of pictures of yourself. And so anytime I'm recording, when I know I'm not supposed to, I have to like hide my phone, and then I just be afraid that I'm gonna get caught, because a part of their policy is if you are recording when you're not supposed to or taking pictures and they catch you, that they will like cancel your membership. And I just started that membership. I cannot afford for my membership to be canceled because I don't want to follow the rules. And I asked them, I was like, did something happen? Because I used to go to this gym like years ago, like before I had kids. And if I did have kids, I only had Kehlani at the time. And they were like, yeah, we were getting sued because people were taking pictures and videos of themselves, and there were other people like, you know, working out, and they didn't like being in the video, and they were trying to sue them. And I get not taking videos or pictures in the bathroom because it's like a locker room. So if people are taking their clothes off and you're snapping a video and you get somebody naked in the back of your video, like, of course nobody wants that. So I can understand, but it's like no videos or pictures at all. Y'all know people want to get videos and pictures of their workout. Like, why are you gonna say people can't record in there? So that frustrates me a little bit, but I really like that gym better than I like the one that I was going to because it has a sauna. And I don't really sweat a lot when I'm working out unless like I'm on the Stairmaster. But when I'm just doing simple workouts with free weights or on the machines, I don't sweat. So the sauna does me really well because I can just sit there and I can drip, and I'm trying to drip off a little bit more of this fat in my stomach and make my back a little bit smaller. So the sauna does me perfect. But now I'm home, like I mentioned. I was in between. Y'all can hear Kari talking because she's literally right in front of me. You want to do what?
Yeah,
your hands are dirty and you need soap?
yeah.
I just think you just want me to pick you up. I think that's what that is. I don't think your hands are dirty at all. Because you just washed your hands when you got inside. Didn't you?
Oh.
Oh. Look, y'all, we're twins. We're both wearing purple. Purple, 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 purple. Are you going to finish your smoothie? it's not gone. Look, there's still some in here. I gotta put you down though so I can pour my smoothie. I'll pick you back up in a little bit.
Okay.
You want your smoothie?
Yeah.
I was trying to, like, I was contemplating back and forth if I wanted to do a smoothie or if I wanted to do a protein shake. And I was going to do a protein shake because that's a part of my meal plan. I know I told you guys I've been trying to be more consistent with, like, the things that I eat and, like, what I put in my body, not just working out, because you can work out all you want, but if your diet is not balanced and you not trying to be on the right track, then I just feel like all the hard work that you're putting in doesn't even matter. So I went to go make my protein shake and I don't have no milk. And I do not like to drink my shakes. I'm a smoothie girl already as it is, but if I can make it taste like a milkshake, like with ice cream, then I'll drink it. And we didn't have any milk, so I had no other choice but to make a smoothie, which I'm not complaining about. I have some, is it 𝐒𝐂𝐁𝐄? That word, I have some of those seeds in here. I have some beet powder in here. I have some pineapples, mangoes, strawberries, and other type of berries in here. And then I put some spinach in here as well because you got to get your greens in. So cheers. Want to do cheers with mommy? Cheers. So yeah, I'm just gonna do a smoothie. You want more?
Yeah.
And then I also need to I was gonna make a salad. I'm not that hungry, but then again, I still need to eat lunch because we building this booty back here. Okay, it's Operation Build Booties for the rest of 2024 and beyond. And I'm getting a little thick, so I'm trying to stay on the thick side. You feel me? Okay, here, go to the table. Here, there you go. I have to kick her out, y'all, because she will literally just sit here and talk and scream and all the things the entire time. Let me not knock my camera down. But I had to turn the brightness down because my camera was not working maybe like a week or so ago. And so that's why this last vlog that I posted was super late being uploaded, because my camera wasn't working. It was not recording. It was not connecting to the internet. It wasn't connecting to Bluetooth. Like, it wasn't doing nothing. So I took the camera over to Best Buy because I'm like, if I bought this from y'all and y'all are camera people, you guys gotta know what's wrong with it, right? I'm pretty smart, right? So I'm trying to go through all the settings and I'm like, oh, I could just figure it out. Like, let me just maybe do this or tweak that. And girl, I could not figure it out. So when I took the camera in, tell me why they told me the lens wasn't on all the way. The embarrassment that I had on my face when that man twisted my lens and then it clicked. I said, the audacity of you, camera. Because when did you get loose? I don't even be fiddling with you like that for the lens to get loose. And he was like, well, sometimes when people are messing with the zoom, which makes sense, that's really the only time I touch that part, like the lens, is when I'm trying to zoom in or zoom out. He was like, sometimes it just gets loose like that. And I'm like, okay, thank you. But while I was there, he also showed me some other cameras to like elevate my vlogging / creator career. So I wanted to get Kehlani into YouTube more. She wants to be into YouTube as well. They see me talking in front of the camera. I want to get her and Kylan, their own little device that's not too expensive, which what camera is not too expensive, especially if you're buying it from Best Buy and you're trying to be a vlogger. She wants to do get ready with me's and like little transition videos, and they like to do food reviews. So if you guys want to support my babies, go and subscribe to their YouTube channel, KK's Playday. If you have kids and you're trying to have your kids follow kids that do kid-like activities, if you know, they can follow my babies as well. And I love that they're getting into creating because they see me doing that, but I also have to tell them, like, if it's something that you're serious about, I don't want to have to push you to do it, right? Like, just like dance, just like any sport that you're into, I use dance or like gymnastics because you guys know that's what my girls are into. you have to put your all into it. Like, I don't want to feel or seem like I'm pushing you or being that momager, which I will because I see that you're into it. But if I'm into it more for you than you're into it for yourselves, then I'm not going to invest in you when it comes to buying you a camera, you know, or anything like that. I have to see that you're really serious about it. So she used to have a phone and it broke. Now she just does little videos and reels and stuff off of her iPad. But I told her, if you stay consistent for the rest of the year and you're actually trying to create videos by yourself, not posting them, that's my job. My job is to post, my job is to monitor, my job is to create the captions and all that kind of stuff. But if you create the content and I see that you're serious, then I will invest in you and help you go further in your content creating career. Because baby, Diana and Roma, okay, Toys and Colors, okay, Stella, okay, Callie and Kaylani, okay, not my baby Kaylani, but Kaylani Love, okay, and Katie the kid, baby Super Saya. If you know them names because you got kids, listen, and they are kids, and the money that they got coming in from YouTube, some adults don't even see that. So if I can invest in her while she's young, best believe I'm going to do it. So what did I even tell you guys that? Oh, because I'm vlogging off my camera. But y'all, another thing, let me come away from the light a little bit. Let me like go this way. I have to face y'all this way because the glare from the window was frustrating me. But my trip to Best Buy wasn't all bad because they showed me some other cameras, some that I can even get for myself, and then other that I can get for the girls. What? For the girls, that will make it like easier for them to vlog so that they are not all up on my camera, because baby, I'll be needing this one for me. But let me show you guys. Okay, so let me back up. So I have been frustrated with the moles on my face. If I get a little bit closer, you guys can probably see them a lot more. But I've been getting frustrated with the moles on my face because moles run in my family on my dad's side. I don't know who it like started with because my dad doesn't have many, but I had a cousin, and when I was growing up, she used to have so many moles in her face that I used to look at her face and I'm just like, wow, like they're really popping out, like they're really all over her face. And I had this one at the time when I was a kid, and my dad used to tell me, like, you're gonna be the one that has the moles, like, in our family. Like, they're gonna grow all over your face, they're gonna get bigger, like, you're gonna have to get them removed. Like, he probably is the one really that can take credit for my insecurities when it comes to my moles, right? But as I got older, it really started to bother me more, that I just feel like as I got older, my face got older, obviously, but more moles started to pop out on my face. And I had 2 moles on the side of my face. One that I started with, it started to grow. And those were the only 2 moles on my face that were super, super big. All the other ones, like these started off like not, if I get a little bit closer, they're like rising now. Do you see that? But they used to be like this one, where they were just like flat on my face and they weren't like lifting at all. And so as I got older, I'm just like, I do not like how my face is looking. I want to get these removed. So it had always been in my plans to get my moles removed. Fast forward into some years go by, the girl's grandma ended up getting her mole removed. And I had a cousin who told me that it doesn't matter if you get your moles removed, they're just gonna grow right back. So when his mom got her moles removed, I had asked her, did the dermatologist do that for you? Did you get a cream? Like, did you like, how did it happen? And she was just like, basically they numbed her face and then they lasered it off. And I was like, did they tell you anything about the mole growing back? And they were like, no, like they didn't mention anything like that. Like, once it's gone, it's gone. So I'm like, okay, that really pushed me into wanting to get them removed. But I don't have a dermatologist, and I need for my actual primary doctor, which I cannot stand them. And then going back and forth from Houston to here, I needed to like come up with a new primary doctor anyway, right? So now that we're here, I started to book a new primary doctor, or have an appointment with a new primary doctor, so that I can get referred out to a dermatologist. But back in February, when I had went to that girls' Valentine's night, like the Valentine's spa night, if you guys remember from a few vlogs back, there was an esthetician there that was talking about how she had a lot of moles on her face as well. I don't remember if she told me that she got them removed, but I remember her telling me something about different ways that you can remove them from home. Of course, you cannot believe everything that Google be talking about, because Google will have you thinking you dying just because you have like a simple cold, right? So I was listening a little bit though. I was like intrigued, like, okay, how can I remove them at home, especially because I didn't have a dermatologist. So one of the things she told me was you can tie a string around your moles, and the tighter you tie the string, it will start to cut off the circulation of blood flow from the moles, and they'll just fall off, right? That was in February when I heard that. Fast forward to now, like literally a couple of days ago, I was looking at my face. Actually, I was getting my nails done, and I kept feeling like every time I would touch my face, like I would do this or something, like my hand was wet, my fingers are wet. And so I'm looking over at my nail tech like, is something going on over there? Like the chemicals, like is it spraying toward me? I'm looking around at my kids are not around me. Girl, I looked up at the ceiling. Like, is the ceiling leaking? Like, why is my face wet? So when I was done doing my nails, I went to the bathroom and I kind of like squeezed my mole a little bit, and pus was coming out of it. So I ran to Google because I'm like, that doesn't seem right. Another thing that I have been worried about when it comes to moles was cancer, and like moles like being a cause of cancer. I think I heard like you could have melanoma, if I'm saying that right. Moles can be cancerous, right? So I stopped trying to mess with them, but then again, I'm like, if it's like pussing like that, let me Google and see what that means. And basically, that was normal for like a mole to bleed, or like for pus to like ooze out of it. I forgot what it said on Google. It basically says that it's not like a concern, right? So then I Googled what happens if you tie a string around your mole, because I was looking for ways to be able to remove it at home, especially since I had contacted a dermatologist and neither one of them wanted to see me because I needed to be referred out by my doctor. But I've been dealing with this for a minute, and like I'm just ready to get them off my face. So basically Google was just like, it's not like there's been no tested or like no proven facts that if you do this or that it'll work. Of course, it pointed me to a dermatologist, but it said these are things that you can try and see. Of course, there might be something left on your skin, like a skin damage if you decide to do that, like a scar or something, but you could try it. It didn't say not to. It didn't say not to. So I put this string on my face, and when I Googled it, it said it should not hurt. It wasn't hurting, but I think because I had it so close to my skin that it kind of like felt like something was pulling, right? So a day or two goes by, and like I'm rubbing my face yesterday while we were at the lake, and I feel like something come off my face, and I'm like, what is that? And I look at it, and it was like a brown mark. So then I put my camera up to my face, and girl, why the mole fall off? If you go back and look at my videos, there were 2 moles right here on my face. 2 big ones right there. Why are they not there? Why are they not there? And it's like, I know that I wanted the moles to be removed. God be knowing, like he knew I wanted those moles to be removed. And the fact that they just like popped up off my face because I decided to tie a string on my face. It might have took 2 or 3 days, but baby, they are not there. And I just feel like my face is so much brighter because I don't have those 2 moles on my face, and I am just so excited. Of course though, I am going to make a doctor's appointment with my primary doctor, because I do want to still be referred out to a dermatologist, because you know, I just want to know. I just want them to check out my skin and just make sure that we're all the way good. Like, it doesn't hurt. I don't feel any pain. If anything, I just feel like I just ripped a scab off my face, but when I was reading Google reviews, it said that would happen anyway. But I also had a mole right here where this mark is, and that one had like a pimple or something growing under it. So whenever I would clean my face and I would put my pimple stuff right there, it started to make the mole dry out. And then eventually that mole just fell off. So I checked is it normal for moles to fall off? It said yes, that is very normal. Is it normal for moles to bleed? Yes, that is very normal. There's different forms and different kinds of moles. And when I had called the dermatologist when I was trying to book an appointment, they were basically telling me that they would recommend if you should remove a mole, maybe because it's cancerous, or they will give you cream to eventually make the mole fall off. So just because you have moles on your face doesn't mean that they have to stay, okay? I'm not telling you to tie a string around your moles so that they can fall off. I'm just telling you what I did. I'm telling you what I heard. I'm telling you how it worked for other people. I'm telling you how it worked for myself. Do with that information what you want to. But I just wanted to share it with y'all, and I'm glad somebody shared it with me, because these moles have been stressing me out, because I am so fair skinned. Like, my skin is so light that I feel like anything dark on my face just throws everything off, and I don't like that. So anyway, y'all, I'm rambling. I really don't know what I'm gonna do for the rest of the day. I know I have some homework and I have a test that I have to complete, so I'll probably be doing school stuff for the rest of the day, and then I'll just come back and talk to you guys later on tonight. Hey y'all, so it's been a couple of days since we last seen each other. I don't even know when the last time I vlogged was, so we're not even gonna try to guess. But today is obviously a new day. It is Tuesday, and if you guys remember on the last vlog, I told you guys that I started going to a women's Bible study. I missed the last 2 Tuesdays only because I had a lot of homework and other tests and things like that to do and catch up on, so I didn't make it to Bible study the past 2 Wednesdays. But I did read the chapters that they read in Bible study, which was Matthew 26 is the one that I made when I was there, and then 27 and 28 is what was read when I wasn't there. So I don't know what we're going to read tonight, only because we are out of Matthew. There's only 28 chapters, but from those chapters that we read, girl, they were so good. Just, it puts you in a different perspective about what Jesus had to go through, what God was expecting of him. It also puts you in a different perspective from the point of like, okay, this is what Jesus had to go through. He didn't want to do it, but this is what he did. Like, his disciples betraying him, when he, you know, was crucified, when he was resurrected. Like, it's just so much that I'm learning on this walk with God that I'm really excited to be in this Bible study, or a part of this women's Bible study group, because it's helping me to just grow my confidence and just really get closer to God as I'm growing in my walk with him. So God is amazing. As I always say, if you ain't got Jesus in your life, girl, you need Jesus in your life. Anyways, I'm here now. It started at 6:15, but if you guys remember, the first part of Bible study is actually eating, and I already ate dinner, so I don't want to go inside. Well, depending on what they have, I might eat something. But I'm gonna try not to, because I literally had like a half of a sandwich, so I'm full. Like, I'm not hungry, but depending on what it is, I might have to sneak a little bit or two. So I told you guys that I would try to vlog, and I would try to get a little bit of footage. I don't know what it's gonna be like, because I know last time we were at a lady's house, and this time we're at the church. I don't know, this is kind of just like an intimate thing that I don't know if everybody would like want a camera around or feel comfortable with the camera around, but I am still going to take my phone to try to see what it is that I can get for you guys, just so that you guys can see a little bit of what it's about. So I don't know how much I'll get, but I will try to get a little bit for you guys. But I'm about to go inside right now, so I'll see you guys in there. Hey y'all, so it's the next day. Actually, it's been a couple of days since I last vlogged. The last time I talked to you guys, I was at Bible study, and I know I said I would try to get a few clips, which I did, but when it came time to like actually praying, I didn't want to vlog that, because the session was basically, my door's open. The session was basically about testimonies, right? So it was women just giving their different testimonies and how God has been working in their life, how they found God, where they were before God, and what they feel like God is doing now. And it got pretty emotional. I've already talked to you guys about what it is that I'm going through in life right now, and other women shared their testimonies, and I just wanted that to be an intimate time. I didn't want to vlog that, especially when you're trying to pray. It's kind of like hard to pray and record at the same time, so I just didn't. I probably won't be taking you guys on that journey with me, besides just talking to you guys about how, you know, Tuesday night women's Bible study was, and how I'm growing in a community of other women like I prayed for in Christ. So I'm really excited about that. Today is 4th of July, so I got my red and white on because I'm actually, oh look, and my nails are blue too. I'm actually about to go to a brunch of a friend of mine's. I'm a little nervous though because I haven't really hung out with people like that since I've been back. It's so weird. When I left, I was like, oh, like, I'm not really leaving friends because I don't really have friends like that. And then when I came back, I'm like, oh, well, you know, the ones that I was friends with, or the ones that I was connecting with, like, I'm excited to hang out with them. And I hadn't really hung out with anybody since I've been back, so I'm a little nervous to also see other faces, and the inquiries are about, why did you move from Houston? Why are you back in Fresno? Where's Matt? Like, there's so many things that I just don't want to talk about. And it's like, when you're around people, questions sometimes are bound to be asked, and I just hope that nothing gets asked today because I'm trying to have me a good old time, and I'm not trying to talk about anything that does not consist of me having a good time. Okay, so it started at 11. It's currently 11:24. I'm always late. One day I'll get my life together, maybe not, I don't know, but I just wanted to pick up the vlog and start my day with you guys. Of course I'll vlog whatever I can while I am at brunch, so I'll see y'all when we get there. It's a yellow. Oh. It looks like you ain't got it. Don't have yellow. Take your shot. Oh, skip me. Your turn. Where is it even? Okay. Hey guys, I literally did not come back and close out the vlog the last time I talked to you guys, which was 4th of July, because 4th of July plans just did not go right. We don't celebrate 4th of July anyway. If you know, you know, but just the fact of being able to spend time with family, take the girls to be able to do some fun things. We don't celebrate the meeting, but we still partake in activities as if it's just a regular day. And I told you guys that we were supposed to be taking them to the beach, and we didn't end up doing that. We got a couple fireworks for them to do some sparklers. That's what you guys saw on the last few clips of them just enjoying their fireworks, and then we literally came inside, and then that was the end of the night. So I'm gonna go ahead and close out the vlog now before I forget and I get busy. I started taking down my hair, and I was supposed to be coming and talking to you guys, but I just wasn't even in the mood to do that. I was really trying to get these braids out of my head. But today is Sunday. I'm actually getting ready to go to my stepmom's house to have like a little barbecue and just chill over there with her. She got a new house. The girls haven't been there yet. So that's what we're doing today. Nothing really too much. So I'm gonna go ahead and close out the vlog here, but I hope you guys enjoyed spending this week with me. Comment below and let me know what are some videos that you guys want to see from me in these next few vlogs to come and for the rest of 2024. But that's gonna be it. Like I mentioned, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you haven't done this yet, make sure you go subscribe, turn on the notifications, and give this video a big thumbs up and smash that like button, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.